Well, he is one of the most powerful people in the world, and today he returned home. And I got a chance to sit down with Secretary of State Mike Pompeo as he returned to Kansas for the first time since becoming Secretary of State. We discussed a wide variety of issues, but what was clear is that Kansas is never far from his mind. Pompeo was in Overland Park for a speech to an entrepreneurship summit. It was his first trip back to Kansas since taking over as Secretary of State.
Yeah, it's great fun to be home. It feels great. Susan and I are having a good time. We had a chance to talk to some friends yesterday. We'll get a little bit more chance to do that today as well.
It's one of several domestic trips the Secretary of State is making through the heartland. Pompeo says the trip served to get more young people interested in government service. And you also made trips recently to Texas and to Iowa, and you said in part in one interview that you want to stop just hiring people from Boston and D.C. and New York. Why is that important to you to talk to young people in Kansas and in Missouri about working for the State Department?
You know, we work in 180 plus countries around the world. We need a very diverse workforce, and that part of that diversity is making sure we have people from all across America, people who go to schools out here in the Midwest and who grew up and were raised out in places like Iowa and Texas and Missouri and Kansas.
Despite being stateside, Pompeo discussed a number of international issues, including denuclearization talks with North Korea, the trade war with China, and instability in Venezuela over who's the country's legitimate leader. The U.S. backs opposition leader Juan Guaido, while Russia and China support Nicolas Maduro, who still holds power through what the U.S. calls a sham election.
The humanitarian crisis there, Jace, is of such extraordinary proportion, the largest humanitarian crisis not connected to armed conflict in the world's history. Millions of people have had to flee Venezuela.
The State Department has removed American diplomats from Venezuela, but Pompeo says it's possible the U.S. could get more involved.
The United States has said that we're prepared to do anything, that all options are on the table. So we continue to look at ways that we can help the Venezuelan people achieve the democracy that they're demanding.
But back at home, something Pompeo has ruled out, a run for Senate. He says he's enjoying his role as Secretary of State.
I think we've had a number of accomplishments. I think President Trump's foreign policy record will be a lasting record of good work, keeping the American people safe, but there's always more to do. And I got to tell you, it's been a busy day, but it was really exciting to talk with Secretary Pompeo. I mean, it's not a lot of people get the opportunity to sit down, and we had 15 minutes, which doesn't sound like a lot of time, but we got to a lot of questions about international relations, and you saw some of those earlier at 6, but just so much to talk about.
And I think it's so nice to have someone with that much power and to be a Kansan. You know what I mean? And to be representing the United States, but also to be representing the state of Kansas.
Well, it's also nice, too, to give time to local media, because sometimes those questions don't get asked in the big frame of what's happening in the world. So we appreciated him sitting down with us today. Well,